Hey there, so today we're going to learn about nuclear energy from uranium. So what is nuclear energy? Nuclear energy is the energy that holds protons and neutrons together within the nucleus of an atom. And humans can harness this energy by going through nuclear fission, which is when atoms split apart to release their energy. Humans can convert energy from nuclear fission to thermal energy, which is then used to generate electricity. And this is a diagram explaining nuclear fission, and as you can see, you have the uranium atom being split apart into two different atoms, which in turn creates energy.
So how do we get uranium? There's three ways. First is open pit, and that is through only when uranium is at the top level of the surface, and so what it does is it removes surface soil and rocks and gets the uranium below. And this is a less expensive method than underground mining, but it creates a lot of waste. And then second is underground mining, which is used when uranium is farther down. It's extracted by drills into the rocks, and this method leaves less waste, but is a lot more dangerous for the humans. And with open pit and underground mining, there's a technique called milling, which is used to extract the uranium and get it into its purest form. And it's enriched in tailings dams. And then the last method is in situ, which is the most environmental friendly and cheapest. And it's when water is pumped into rocks and the uranium will rise to the surface and then it is filtered out. And here's photos of open pit mining, underground mining, and in situ mining.
Okay, so what kind of waste is produced when we're getting uranium? And the total volume of waste is pretty small and can be stored as a stable solid. And the longer it's stored, the easier it is to handle because the radioactivity decreases. And there are three types of waste: low, medium, and high level. And they're all determined by the amount of radiation that they emit. And low-level waste is produced at all stages of the fuel cycle. Medium.
It's okay.
Medium-level waste is produced during reactor operations and by reprocessing. And high-level waste is usually the fuel itself that has been separated in reprocessing with the highly radioactive fission products. And the separated high-level waste can also contain long-lived transuranic elements.
There are some problems with transporting waste from one site to another. So some safety issues are railways. A lot of people are arguing that railways can carry more nuclear waste and be more efficient. However, many reactor sites don't have access to railways, and they're not capable of carrying the casks or the large containers where the waste is transported. And also, they're arguing that highways would be more efficient through interstate highways or alternative routes, but these would be designated by the states. And this could also risk the safety of nearby populations. The probability of accidents are really rare, and there's never been an accident where leakage of the waste has actually occurred, but there have been smaller accidents. For example, the probability of an accident by truck is 0.7 to 3.0 per million, and if a serious accident does occur, it would probably exceed $620 million to clean up and require at least 460 days for just a small fraction of spillage to occur.
Alright, hi guys, so we moved positions, and now it's raining. So, is nuclear energy a viable fuel source for the future? We don't think it is a viable fuel source. Uranium is in finite supply, so if we continue to use it at this rate, it will eventually deplete itself, and we will be left with no other fuel options. And this is a picture of a nuclear energy reactor, and These have been known to be kind of dangerous. There's been accidents with these in the past. And as you can see, they're very big, and it looks like they're exuding quite a bit of steam or pollution or something. But yeah, that's just a picture.
Some pros and cons of using nuclear energy. So the pros is its relatively low operating costs and a developed, tired, and true technology.
Okay. So, some pros of nuclear energy is that it releases less carbon dioxide into the atmosphere than other energy forms, and its big power generating technology fuels cities and large-scale manufacturing, as well as waste can be recycled via reprocessing and waste recycling, although this comes at an added cost.
Okay, and the cons of using nuclear energy to produce electricity is there are high construction costs and high subsidies that could be spent on other things such as the research for renewable energy sources. And there are also major risks and potential accidents like, how do you say that?
Chernobyl.
Yeah, that. Okay, your turn.
It's also a target for terrorism. Uranium sources are finite, and waste lasts 200 to 500,000 years.